Hello and welcome to Sim City 4! Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're having a wonderful day because in the spirit of revisiting old games like Theme Hospital, I got thinking that I should come back to SimCity 4, a game that I started this channel with, sort of, and a game that I adored as a kid, arguably the best city builder ever. I'm not gonna say it is, I'm gonna say arguably it is. I'm sure YouTube comments being YouTube comments, you can put up a fair argument. We're gonna jump in with this tile here, which is Newtville, appropriately named if you watch me on Twitch. If not, then Newtville. And we're gonna start off fairly simply. I haven't played this game all that much in the last few years. I've put like 2.5 hours into it on a live stream, and that's about it. So this should be interesting. Let's get started in the top corner here with just a little bit of zoning and see if I can make some greatness happen. We're gonna go this way a little bit. I really need to bring my my edge scrolling sensitivity up a little bit. But we're gonna do this. We're gonna build a little space in the corner like this. And that's where I want to put the first building we're gonna need, which is a coal power plant. That's gonna power everything. Next to that, bunch of industry. Just medium density, filthy industry. Just like, well, that, I suppose. There we go. I also need to make sure I pause the game, because I don't want anything building just yet. Okay, so industry there, and industry, I'm going to say there, $2,200. We don't want it right against the edge. So 1,760, I said dollars, I do mean simoleons. And I would actually like to just briefly de-zone this a little bit over here, because I want to make sure it's the same. So 1,760 simoleons is what I'm looking for. So 1,760 right there. So those roads are almost the same size. There we go. That's them at the same size now. So that's fine. What I then want to do is bring an avenue over like this and up like this, and then connect those through, sort of as a nice main road going through everything here. And then we'll just delete that a little bit too, so that it just connects through like that. So that's not so bad. We are going to need to connect the main roads for the industrial space there, and just there as well. Just like that. And then I think we'll just continue this avenue the whole way down. Just like that. Just done this way a little bit. We can make ourselves a commercial zone in here somewhere. Not entirely sure where, but we'll figure it out. I reckon that leaving a gap of that size might be okay, though. So that's kind of the buffer zone between industry and what's gonna be commercial. So I want to go ahead and leave a gap of about... Oh, this music's so good, man. This music's really... It's getting me going. I'm sitting here like, oh, everything I say sounds awesome because of this music. Like, and it to me, it does. It just sounds... I can't not sound happy listening to this music. It's so good. But I'm leaving that gap of 3 there. Very intentionally. And that's because eventually it might be an idea to put a train line in between these areas. We're not going to do it just yet, but it does seem like something we could do. We could also do, like, a raised monorail or something, but that's kind of expensive, so we'll not do that just yet. What I would like to do, though, is go ahead and connect up these areas here. I don't know if that's going to be all that efficient for traffic, but we'll see. We'll connect up this bit at the bottom as well, just like that. And this bit here we'll just leave as is. So what I'm going to do is attempt to make some areas of commercial zoning here. And I need to remember the controls because I never do. That seems about right. Is that a good size? Difficult to know if that's a good size or not. I think that's a good size. Is that 5? Should be. That's 4. That one's... Yeah, that's 4 across. That's fine. So if we just go like 4 across like this, the whole way along, that one's actually maybe a little bit too big. So I might want to de-zone that. So de-zone that a little bit. If I just de-zone the whole thing. We'll go... Just get one more in there. Just like that. And we could actually get another one there, which we won't do, because I want to do something else with that. We'll do... Can I rotate this, please? No. I'm going to need to put the road there. Okay, that's fine. What I want to do then is bring this road down here, not connecting it out there, and then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7 is another road, I believe. And then just duplicate that whole thing across. So, doing that kind of thing, just the whole way along here, is going to give me a bunch of fairly high-density buildings. Well, I say high-density, they're medium-density, let's be honest. That's specifically what they are. But this is hopefully going to be a relatively decent layout for getting some nice, some actual density in here, some building density, as opposed to the, okay, let me try, how am I going to phrase this? So I want the density of the buildings, collectively, to be quite high. So there's a the amount of buildings is rather dense, not the amount of people within a building. The amount of people within the building is going to be medium density. The amount of buildings is going to be high density. Do we get what I mean? Have we figured out my ramblings? I certainly hope I planned that out perfectly. I didn't even mean to. Jesus. Okay. Look at me knowing what I'm doing in a game I haven't really played in the last 4 years. Not bad. I'm quite okay with that. So yeah, that's the kind of layout I reckon will be fine for this. And then I'll do just a road going up like that. I might connect it to there. Nah, that'll be a bad idea. We'll just do that. And if we really wanted to, actually, I could go ahead and put some buildings in there. But like I said, I'm thinking I kind of want a train line in there, or a monorail, or something like that. So we'll leave that gap. And what we'll do is come over here for a gap about distance of 4. And we'll do a similar thing. So we'll bring a road all the way down to here. We can connect across like that. I might connect these bits in the middle as well. Although that might be a bad idea. Can I raise, can you raise, oh, no. Okay. Can you raise roads up in this? I know you can do elevated highways, and those are actually specifically an option, so maybe you can raise things up. I honestly don't remember, is what I'm saying. Honestly don't remember, so we'll not worry too much about it. How do I get this to work the way? There we go. Alright. What on earth? I rotated the map. There we go. It's a bit weird. Gotta be honest. It's really weird looking at isometric games from a different angle. Oh, I did that as well. This is going so well, man. It's going so well. Let's just connect that straight through there. And, just a little bit further along. Alright. So, what price was this bit of road? That is $220. I don't know why I really had to pay for that road again, but let's do $223. Oh boy. Okay. Let's just go to there then. So it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buildings. So if we go medium density residential and like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I just did that perfectly again. I'm really good at this. Oh man, I'm good at this game. I love this. I really do. I'm so... Man, I've been having such a good time lately. Like, so, I took, a while off. You might have noticed I didn't really release any videos for a while. And during that time, I was recording so much, and I was just, like, having just such a great time. Like, just playing games and not worrying about, like, grown-up stuff at all. I was being just so productive in one way and not productive in the sense that I wasn't editing anything I was recording. I wasn't uploading it. I was just enjoying playing games again. And I'm gonna be honest, this video is being recorded like 2 days into my break. So I'm slightly dating this video a little bit. But man, I'm having such a good time just revisiting all of these old games. I really am. I forgot how much I enjoy them. But there we go. We have ourselves a relatively decent-sized area there for residential zoning. And we are going to need to get services and stuff in there at some point, but I actually really like how this looks. I'm thinking we might want to put some stuff in there at some point. But this looks all right to me. What we can do is go and get a water tower and just put it in there. We'll get... How much are they per month? 50, that's fine. We'll get 2 of them. Actually, you know what? Let's get 4 of them because I'm a swine. There we go. 4 water towers just there around that main intersection because it kind of looks interesting, you know? Looks a wee bit interesting. Then what I'll do is bring... I can do diagonals in the pipes. I'm just going to do them kind of inefficiently, though. Just going to do this. Gonna take them out to the edges of all of these areas and then back in. Because it is going to take a little bit before we can see necessarily what we... or where the pipes need to be. We do need to run the simulation is what I'm getting at. We do need to run the simulation to see where the pipes need to go. But for the time being, I think what I'm doing here should be fine. Bring that down to there, I suppose. Okay. Let's run the simulation. Actually, no, let's pause the simulation because I realize I haven't yet connected up the power lines, which I do want to do. So they can just run like that. Then we're going to want to run some power lines just across there as well. Now we can run the simulation. And we should see, yeah, there's people building their houses. There should be some industry popping up at some point as well. Which is very exciting stuff. Or it should be. Should be popping up. Not really seeing any of it, but we'll not worry too much about that. Yeah, medium density industry. Do we have demand for it? Oh, there we go. That's what I want to see. Why did this game just drop to 12 FPS for a second there, ladies and gentlemen? Interesting. Not quite sure why this game is dropping to 12 FPS in places, but okay. Also, my zoning hasn't quite worked. For some reason, they're building like on individual little plots. But sure. That's probably fine. How's money looking at the moment then? So we're spending a lot. Definitely, well, we're not spending that much, let's be honest. But we're spending a bit. Oh, they want me to pull up a chair. Sure, I'll move in. I'll put myself a little house just there in the corner. Looks kind of nice, I suppose. Yeah, I like it. That'll hopefully keep people kind of happy as well. Let's have a little look. What's the demand for... Yeah, there's a little bit of commercial demand. Oh, wow, this is all filling up pretty quickly. I'm liking it. There are some complaints, though. We need a police station. We need a medical clinic. And we generally just need a few things here and there. We actually have a little bit more demand for agricultural zoning there, so... Or rather, what I should say is we have demand for it, not a little bit more, because it's been there for a while. There's also dirty industry demand, though. So... let's do a bit of that. Just a wee bit of dirty industry. Let me just, like, pause. Hold on. Let me pause the game before I do this. That's the button? Nope. Why is pause not working? Okay. For some reason, oh, my controls might have changed. No. Okay. I'm actually really... Okay, for some reason my, like, pause shortcut isn't working. Alright. Okay, sure. That's fine. So that's 4. So if I go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll do the same there. I want to put some filthy industry in those spaces, just like that. And then I could actually run a regular road sort of back here. Just around all of those. That doesn't seem like a terrible idea. It might cause some issues a little later down the line, but... I mean, we'll see what happens. It's gonna be a right laugh either way. It's probably fine. So they can get that all built up. This residential area is more or less full. What is this? Frankie Big Bucks wants to build a casino in Newtville. The site he's picked just happens to be an ancient sim burial ground. Drive him around the area to check out the site. Better hurry before he changes his mind. So my mayor rating will go down, but I will get money. What is my current mayor rating? It's pretty good. Nah, I don't really want to. I don't want to annoy my Sims right off the bat. That doesn't seem like a very good idea at all. That actually seems kind of like a terrible idea, if we're being honest. Just doesn't seem like something I'd want to do. Why would I want to annoy them immediately? Hey guys, welcome to the city. Here's a filthy old casino. It's not filthy. It's not at all filthy. It's here's a casino on a burial ground. All right, here's a question. I can get elevated rail, right? Yeah, so hold on a minute. What is this then? Oh, they want schools. I don't think I can afford it, mate. I'm gonna be honest. Yo, I actually could. Oh, what stretch of roads having trouble? That one? Yeah, it does look like a lot of traffic's using that bit of road to go over there. Might be an idea to get rid of that connection completely. Force them up onto the avenue or something. We'll leave it as is for the time being, but I'm just looking at this. So this is just regular rail. That's a monorail station. What street's having trouble? That street? It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. So then in here, which is miscellaneous transportation, we have elevated rail. I feel like elevated rail is probably what we want. What size is an elevated rail station? It's that size. Okay. I mean, I could try it. I could certainly try it. Mayor, you've got to listen to the people's voice to steer your city, and right now that voice is pretty shrill. Your Sims are saying that schools in Newtville are scant, and they're feeling anything but... Okay, so they want schools. I mean, I'm making some money, I guess. I'll slow down the simulation a little bit, and we'll look at schools. So an elementary school is going to be 400 per month. We can afford that. So let's get an elementary school. We'll put it right in the heart of... right in the heart of the residential area. I do want to click on it, though. How do I click on it? What's this? Root query. Query. Building. Aha! Right. So, I want to pull down the funding of the local buses so that they only go out about as far as that residential zone. Yeah, that seems like a pretty good idea to me. Because it means that we're not spending more money on the buses than we need to. So that seems kind of ideal. And that'll hopefully make people a bit happier. Let's speed up the simulation again and see what happens. I mean, it might. It might not make them happier at all, but, you know, I can dream. I'm also still really tempted to go for this, this monorail thing, or the elevated rail station or something. I mean, I can't afford it. What is this? The rewards of being neighborly. A well-oiled city is a thing of beauty, but left in isolation. Even the best cities can stagnate. A city needs new markets, the exchange of ideas, and outside business to stay fresh. You know where I'm going with this. Create some neighboring cities on the region map, then connect up our roadways and railways, and get ready for a new round of industrial and investment exchange. Now I'm good. I'm good. We do need to get some garbage disposal up in here. That's for sure. I'm still really tempted to go for an elevated rail station, though. Like, I'm really tempted. I might put it along... No, it does need to be in there, doesn't it? Can I make that a thing? Like, can I be like, hey, let's bring a little road off of there? Oh, I can. So I can totally do that. Okay. Wasn't certain. What is this? They want a... 1,000 Sims? Yeah, we're on 5,500, mate. So we want a house of worship in Newtville, do we? That doesn't have an area of effect. Nope. Okay, that can go anywhere. House of worship would actually fit really nicely in one of those squares. Uh-oh! We also need a fire station. I'll get that in a minute, mate. Hold on. Can we... Yeah, we're paused. We're fine. Alright. The house of worship can go next to my house. They can worship me. That sounds like a plan. Let's get a fire station then. So we are going to need a small fire station. We'll throw it just there. And there's the truck heading out to do his thing. Is he doing his thing? Yeah, I think he did his thing. Okay, we're good. So what else do we need? We need a landfill. Like I said, we do need a landfill or a recycling center. There's also a lot of residential demand, but I'm thinking that recycling center, I mean, city garbage reduced by 20%, serves 25,000 people. A landfill takes in and processes garbage. No, I don't really want that. They want a grave as well. Where am I going to put this? There, I guess? Sure. That's a fine spot for a grave. Yeah, we do need to get a landfill. We do need to get garbage processing. Let's do a recycling center. It's a bit expensive. We can't really afford it, but we are going to expand the population in just a moment anyway, so we should be okay. So throw that in there. And what we'll do is something kind of filthy. And by kind of filthy, I don't mean the good kind of filthy. I mean the bad kind of filthy. We're going to put a road like that. And inside of that road is going to be a landfill. Just in here. It's going to be a big old dirty landfill. And it's going to be nasty. Oh boy. It's going to be all sorts of nasty. Let's go ahead then and just expand on this area we have in here. In fact, let's continue this avenue a little bit. Continue it down like that to about there. And I might try a different design for these areas. Let's see if we can do something a bit more interesting, I suppose. I'm also thinking that this road here might need to be upgraded for an avenue. It's entirely possible, but we'll see. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then on the 7th one we do that. And then we go up to about there. That is in line. Yes, it is. Perfect. Okay. So we'll continue with the gap in here. But what I'm thinking is we do some medium density stuff. We'll go like 4. Let's pause the simulation. Pause button's still not working. Okay. Pause the simulation. Does the pause button on the keyboard work? Is there a pause button on my keyboard? I'm not entirely convinced that there is. Yeah, there is. No, it doesn't. Okay. Okay, just checking. You know, had to check to see if the pause button actually worked. Right. So let's do something like that. Then do something like that over here as well. So we're going to have a small gap in there, which is actually okay. So run that up to there and run that to there and connect those. And now we have a tiny little block for buildings. And yeah, there's a gap in the middle. I mean, I could, if I wanted to fill that up, I could make that an area of bigger zoning, which I guess I'll try. I might as well. We'll go for something like that. Something like that. And we'll see how that goes. So that is 8 by 4, 8 by 10? Yeah, 8 by 10, I think, is what that would be. So a road of 8 is going to be like $100. It's not going to be specifically that, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then on the 9th one, we go that way. Okay. So we should be able to do the same kind of grid layout just in here. Like this. So this should work beautifully. Hold up. There we go. Yeah, that should work beautifully. That shouldn't have too many problems. And we are going to need to get a bit of a crossover for electricity. But what I was thinking was we would just do this. So that there will be some buildings that are touching here. But they're back to back and in 2 different areas of road and all of that. So that allows the electricity to cross over, which is what we want to see. As for this little area in the middle, I mean, we could add in a small park, an open paved area, for example. We could add in a community garden, which I think I will add in. We might as well just add a couple of those. And that looks kind of nice. I think, can I add these without a road connection? Like, is that a thing? Are they going to complain about that? Doesn't look like it. So that'll be kind of nice. And that area should, I think, build up. Oh, wow. Those might have been more expensive than I thought. Maybe bulldoze a couple of those. Did that save me much money? Not really. I'm not really making as much as I'd like. No, we are not building any schools at the moment, mate. You can get lost. So this area is filling up. This area is definitely filling up. I don't know. Oh, what is this? I don't need better water solutions. Get lost. I don't know if this zoning here is maybe too big. I realize, like, that's kind of a concern. Is 4x4 too big? Is the depth of 4 too much? Kind of looks like it, doesn't it? Let's just D-zone all of that then. and do a depth of 3. I guess a depth of 4 is just too much. Stretch of roads having trouble. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, mate. Don't you worry your pretty bald head. Let's just connect that up. And hopefully that'll fill up. Now, we're not losing as much money as we once were. Some of the roads are still having problems, that's for sure, but I think we'll make it work. This area over here does need a bit of love, that's for sure. What are we spending those money on at the moment? We also need to raise taxes. Taxes should be 10% rather than 9. So let's go for 10% taxes on just everything. That's gonna bring me me income up a little bit. Just a wee bit. Oh, for God's sake, this is actually gonna take ages to fill all of this in. 10%, 10%, 10%. That's 1%. 10%, 10%, 10, and 10. Okay, and accept. So that brought my monthly income up a little bit. We are spending a lot on utilities. Sanitation is costing a lot of money. That's probably because of the fact that I went ahead and got a massive landfill. Which honestly is probably a little bit unneeded. Let's bring the cost, the amount we're spending on that down a little bit. So now we are making money. Which is good. That's what we want to be doing. We're making some cash. If we look at the graphs, crime is going to be a problem because we don't have any cops yet. The commute time is not ideal for anybody at the moment. Power is fine. Water, fine. Air pollution has dropped, apparently. Jobs and population. I don't know what I'm looking at here. I'm gonna be honest. Water pollution shouldn't be a problem. Although I think it might be. Really? Why is water pollution a problem? That seems very strange. Garbage. This is the total garbage. This is my capacity. Oh, I might have a bit much of, yeah, my landfill space is a bit much. Oh man, that's good. That's real good. Not bad. Why is this? These areas in here aren't filling up for some reason. Do we? Oh, we have no demand. That'll be why. That'll do it. Do we want agricultural zoning? I kind of don't. Which is kind of making me think that maybe going for a school is going to be a good idea. Problem is I can't really afford it. Although what I should do, absolutely should do, is go ahead and extend the local bus funding. So the local buses can cover a wider area there. Which is not entirely, not all of this space down here, but at least some of it. And if we have a look at this as well, yeah, there's enough spaces in there, so that's fine. Let's have a little look at me complaints then. What are people complaining about? Sims lacking in lifespan? Yeah, they're gonna want a healthcare system. We ain't got one of those yet. I'm not too worried though. I see no reason to panic about a lack of a healthcare system. They'll be fine. Probably. They'll survive. Probably. So what was the price of this zoning I was doing before? It was 1,700 and something. 1,760 is what it was. So 1,760 is the distance we want to go for with all this new zoning. We'll go ahead and bring this road out to there. And do a bit more zoning just in there. Alright. So that'll hopefully bring the demand for... Oh, they want different types of zoning. They want manufacturing. They want manufacturing jobs, do they? Okay, what have we got here? That is industrial manufacturing. This is going to be industrial dirty. Not bad. Not bad at all. Now, interestingly, the only... Oh, no, there's still manufacturing demand. Little bit of demand for residential. What street's having trouble? That street's having trouble. I mean, it's kind of gonna have trouble. Although I guess it might make sense to like disconnect those streets from those back bits, so that to go to these buildings you use this road and there's no overlap. That probably does make a bit of sense. What would also make a bit of sense is just extending that little street to there. We're not going to connect them up. But we are going to just have them run right to that road. So yeah, that'll probably help with the problems there. Apparently there's still traffic jam problems. No hospitals, no health, no hope. I'm not making enough money, though. Oh, no, I am. I'm absolutely making enough money. Okay. Let's get a medical clinic. It can go in there somewhere. I really should put it in there, but that's not really an ideal spot for it. So, let's put the medical clinic, like, next to the... behind the school or something? Right there? Yeah, that's some pretty good coverage. Would have made more sense right there, actually. Yeah, let's do it. That medical clinic has to go there. It really does just make so much more sense to kind of have it in that kind of central location rather than somewhere where it's not covering the entire space. What's up with this? Mayor, I know that medical issues often end up at the bottom of your agenda, but not today. There's a strike at a local Newtville healthcare facility, and that will make our healthcare capabilities an open wound. Let's not risk quality medical care at the expense of a few dollars or due to an overworked staff. Increase their health funding or build another clinic. No. I'm gonna do neither of those things, thanks. I'm gonna do neither of those things if you don't mind. So, yeah. You have fun complaining, everybody. And, I'm just gonna leave it there for today, actually, ladies and gents. So, thank you kind of for watching. If you want to see more SimCity 4, do let me know, because I'm kind of keen to play more of this. So, like the video if you liked the video, dislike it if you disliked it, you swine. And I guess, share it on social media, I'd really appreciate it. And on top of that, I'll see you next time. Oh, bye-bye!